All right. All right. We are back. I was almost late today because my work ran long, i.e., my sister's work ran long, so thus my work ran long. But it happens. I was thinking about doing face cam and all that today, but being everything ran long, and I have just barely made it home like 30 minutes before stream. Um, I was like, yeah, no, not happening. So we just got the PNG tuber today, which is a-okay with me. I'm never gonna push myself too hard when it comes to live video cam and stuff. Um, so we're not doing that today, but maybe next stream. I don't know. We'll see how I am feeling Sunday. But from now, we are going to go ahead and jump right into some Final Fantasy. And yeah, let's go ahead and jumped on in. I think where we left off last time was we were leveling up our class, specifically so that way the next chapters of the story will actually work correctly the way they need to. So that's where we're at. We'll probably do a couple of more quest lines and then we'll move into back into the main story. But for now, we're gonna do the class quests because they're useful as well. Greetings. Though it is good to see you, I'm afraid I have yet to ascertain Tristan's ultimate objective. I only know that he is cunning and brutal, and will stop at nothing to achieve his purpose. As matters stand, we are but chase after this man's shadow. Such a straightforward pursuit will, I believe, leave us ever one step behind. Our sole advantage is the treasure we possess that Tristan appears to covet. Eventually, his desire will bring him to us. Where and when Tristan will strike, I cannot say, but it is unlikely to be on the field of our choosing. Thus, I suggest we prepare for this inevitable conflict as best we may. As fortune would have it, the ruins of Mordona may have provided us with a new source of strength. Word among the Suns is that a set of evoker's attire has been unearthed. Made during the reign of the Allegan Empire, these enchanted garments were sewn with the exclusive use of summoners. I can only imagine the degree to which they will enhance your already impressive powers. The man supervising the excavation efforts at St. Conich's Find Rembros is a dear friend of mine. In light of our circumstances, I am certain that he will consent to a request that you be allowed to don the attire. Shall I pay him a visit? Or I guess I will pay him a visit. And I still have to remember that we still do not have flying unlocked in any of these areas, so I think I'm gonna get this class leveled up and get all of the upgraded the upgraded things. I'm gonna check and see. Aww! Oh my goodness! Hi, Tankia! Welcome in! Oh my god. That's... Welcome in! Welcome in! Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. Okay. How are you, Tankia? My mouse. Oh. I thought I took that one off of favorites. Note guide. Pretty sure I took that off my favorites. Why is that pulling up? I don't know. Yeah! The weather here has been pretty bipolar as well. We've sunny and snowing, and the snow doesn't even stick, so 100% get it. I don't know why it's not pulling off. Oh, that's why. I need to set it to only pull from favorites. Okay. Well, I stay warm when you need to and cold when you need to as well. Damn. Oh, weather is so crazy. Survival goes well. There it is. Hoping survival goes well. We like survival. I feel that. Last like 3 mornings, I have woke up so congested, almost to the point that I'm like, am I getting sick? Am I getting sick? No. No, it's just my allergies. I don't even have the windows open at night. And I'm like, what the? I'm like, do I have to start taking my allergy medicine again? Like, I don't like taking it because, like, one, I can only take one. And if I take it too much, too often, it stops working. So it's like, no. Gotta love genetics. Can't take Claritin, can't take Allegra unless I want to be knocked on my booty. Or I want to be too emotional for my brain. So emotional I'm no longer functional, I think is the exact wordage I would use. Yeah. 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 So it's like, oh, here, let's grab the Chocobo Keep while we're here. But yeah, like, I can only take one. At least over-the-counter stuff. Like, I haven't gotten a prescription written for allergy medicine, and honestly, generally I don't need it. But springtime, when the weather decides it's going to spit out snow, and then no more snow, and it's just crazy, and I'm like, come on, can we pick, where's, like, pollen overload? I'm tired of it. I want it to stop. My nose feels so raw. It usually only feels so raw when I'm actually sick. Alright, let's talk to Rambros. Oh my god. So don't be alarmed if I go into a sneezing fit. Just putting that out there. Speaking of that, holy smokes. Okay, hold on. So, okay, we're good. Hopefully that stopped the sneezing fit that was about to start. My nose feels so raw though. And I'll put some Vaseline. I have chapsticks and stuff, but I find, especially when I'm feeling like overly dry, that Vaseline is some of the best like chapstick. I don't know if that's the intended purpose of Vaseline, but it works really, really well for me. And then I usually, because it doesn't have like a smell, I mean, it smells a little bit, like it has a little bit of a smell, but like nothing like, no fragrancy smells, I guess. I like to put it on the parts of my nose that are really, really raw. And it feels like it just like soothes it. I don't know how else to explain other than that. I've got this little itty bitty thing of Vaseline, not gasoline. I put gasoline in my car, and that stays outside. I don't even have like Vaseline. I have a little bitty Vaseline that sits at my desk, along with a little bit of hand lotion and other things. Ymitra, I suspected you would make an appearance before long, and I presume this fine lady is the new summoner I've heard so much about. Yes, hopefully the first of many. Now, pray tell me, Rambros, has the discovery of the Allegan-made evoker's attire been confirmed? It has, truly an historical find. Then I would ask a boon of you, my friend. You recall the predicament of which I spoke. Our chances of survival would be greatly improved if you would consider allowing Ellie to wear the elegant garments. Well, she is a summoner after all. And I must confess to no small degree of scholarly curiosity as to the effect the attire will have on one with the appropriate training. These finds are, however, the result of much sweat and even a few tears on the part of our excavation team. 'Tis a frustrating task at times, and I fear they will be loath to part with the garments without some measure of recompense. recompense for their efforts. Allow me, though, to offer a solution. Metallic monstrosities of elegant construction, known as mirror knights, have risen from the dig sites scattered across Mordona. Needless to say, they pose a dangerous threat to our excavators. I suggest you speak with my 3 field researchers and dispose of any such nasty hindrances to their work. I dare say they will then gladly surrender the pieces of the attire they hold. Once I have confirmed our dig sites suitably empty of armored horrors, I will see you rewarded with the garment that I myself recovered from the ruins. Okay. Off I go. I don't want to open up those yet. It's been one of my favorite features of the new update of this game is literally I can run and grab my mount. Like, I'm still so used to not doing it that way that my brain still struggles sometimes, but it has been one of my absolute favorite features, and it's like not even like the biggest feature, but it is my favorite day-to-day feature. A mirror knight lurks over just yonder. I can scarce think straight with that thing wandering about. Oh gods, it approaches. Oh, I forgot to bring up my little guy. And this guy. I need to bring this guy up too. Nope, I need to not be. You have been saved. Phew! You have my thanks. Now I might finally be able to concentrate on my tasks. If I'm not mistaken, you were in search of the Evoker's attire. I have one of its wondrous pieces right here. You are most welcome to it. Cool. Tanks. Unmanned? Unmanned? That's an interesting... Okay. Praise the gods. Rambro said an adventure would be along. Please, you must destroy the horrid construction. He's so scared. Okay. Oops, I meant to. That's fine. Okay. We'll just wait a sec while he figures out. Thank you for eliminating the source of my recent nightmares. I do not ordinarily stutter so, you see, but my abject terror has an effect on folk. Now I fear that I hear from Yumitra that you have need of this elegant garment. I should be glad to see it put to practical use, rather than shut away in some dusty vault. Cool. Thanks. Am I allowed to put this on? Probably. Equipped. Okay. Fascinating, okay. Where's the last one? The last one should be this way. Mirror Knights? Yes, they have become quite bothersome. I would be most appreciative were you to eliminate the creaking pests that have been plaguing me of late. Cool. Promise, there are pants. Fascinating. I never thought I would be fortunate enough to observe a conflict against an elegant construction at such close quarters. This has been a deeply enriching experience. If the price is to be my piece of the evoker's attire, then so be it. Let's see how this all will go together. I think we need to come to Rambros now. Rambros. The champion of my researchers returns. With the ruins now free of Mirrorites, the excavations can proceed at a far more satisfying pace. Trembling in fear for one's life makes it astonishingly difficult to handle ancient artifacts that have a tendency to crumble into dust. You have performed a valuable duty for us. As promised, you shall have the summoner's garment uncovered by my own hands as your reward. Ah yes, Yamitra mentioned she would await you at Apuku Falls. It seems there is no doubt in her mind that you would succeed here. Okay. I'm just missing the coat now, I think, and that's with Yamitra herself. I'm curious though. I know there's supposed to be a quest in Limsa for basically changing the color of my little buddy here that hangs out with me. Not the bird. The bird, there are other ways to make him a different color. Unfortunately, I do not. One would need an actual like house in this game to do it, or know somebody who is willing to let you have your bird there for a long enough time. I guess it's not here yet. Okay. Apparently that quest line is not yet open. Okay. Oh. Run, run, run! As fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Oh. The thing my brain likes to recall. So this is how the summoners of old were clad. Well, more or less. It is unfortunate that the ruins have yet to surrender the final piece to the suns. These garments, aside from the coloring, they are identical to the garb Tristan wore. He will find no edge against you through his equipment. When next you face that murderous cad, victory will be decided purely by who is more talented summoner. To that end, it is time you drew on your experience of defeating the primal Garuda. Yes, her aria of fickle violence is palpable upon you. It It is daunting to imagine an edgy born of the Lady of the Vortex. Such unpredictable ferocity should serve you well. In search for a suitably airy location in which to perform the austerities of wind, you, my dear summoner, must needs prepare yourself body and mind for the trials ahead. I shall be waiting. Okay. I sense Garuda's restless essence railing against the confines of your etheric channels. It is time we granted it release with the austerities of wind. Thankfully, I already have in mind a location that well suits our elemental purposes. You are familiar with the floating city of Nim in outer Lenosha. As you might imagine, the aspect of wind is entirely dominant in the area of those suspended isles. Pray, make your way there as soon as you feel prepared. I am quite excited to see this new edgy. I should really see how to pronounce that. Oh, I don't think... Okay, how do I... Oh. Okay. We have yet to unlock this area. That is okay, because we'll do so now. Okay, I need to first go to its... Now that we are... I should probably... Which direction am I going? I don't even know which direction I'm going at the moment. Actually, I think I want a different mount. There it is. There she is. Shall we begin? I assume that this is your third... Assume that as this is your third such experience, you have by now grown familiar with the steps of the ritual. Thus as before, I would have you concentrate on shifting your etheric balance. Imagine the energy within you howling through your veins, an incessant gale of screaming wrath. Garuda's essence will be only too eager to harness those raging currents and shape them into a worldly avatar. Once Garuda Edgy has appeared, it falls to you to tame its fury. Okay. friend. Sometimes I wonder why you log in and log out, all in the same breath. I'm well aware of those dang feathers. No. Can you please die? Thank you. Ah. Learn how to summon Garuda Edgy. Edgy. I will one day learn how to pronounce them correctly. One day. Today apparently is not that day. Masterfully done, Ellie. Garuda Edgy's power is now yours to wield. Your aptitude for the art of summoning has exceeded my highest expectations. I honestly could not have found a more valuable partner for my research. Let us return to Apoku Falls to make... I am sure you must be exhausted after this ordeal. Yes, we go back to Gridania. Gridania. I look absolutely ridiculous, but in reality, early game, who doesn't? With the addition of Garuda Edgy, you now command 3 powerful avatars. As you have no doubt realized, however, each of these entities has a particular role in which it excels. For Garuda, the role is unleashing magic to strike down distant foes. I must admit to feeling equal parts joy and apprehension at how faithfully the summoned being displays the original primal's volatile disposition. Experiment with your EG's abilities, and the most effective use of their individual abilities will soon become clear. With each mastery of the art at your disposal, I shall most pity Tristan when next he chooses to confront you. Before that time, however, I will endeavor to piece the mystery of his motivations. May your discoveries bring you new confidence. Okay, apparently I can still... There's another quest line here. Okay. Oh, it's the garb. Okay. I have some terrible news to tell you. There's been a terrible incident. My poor colleagues at St. Conscious Find, murder. The reports are confused, but they all mention the same black-robed attacker. You know as well as I do that Tristan is behind this massacre. He has indeed grown bold or desperate to commit such a brazen act. We should set off to Mordona once you speak with any survivors. It may be that we can glean some idea of what the cold-hearted monster was after, or where he might strike next. We must stop him. Okay, I will do this one because this gives me the last piece of the armor. And being as armor is kind of a necessity right now, I should probably grab that last piece. Let's see though. Character. I am currently. It doesn't look bad together, but. This is gonna be unlocking. Well, not this particular quest line, but the next one. I don't know. We'll have to see. Can't remember when that particularly gets unlocked. Yes, I'm absolutely certain. It was the same Dark Summoner whom Ymitra described to us. We were celebrating a recent find, the soul crystal of an elegant summoner, when a man in black robe suddenly appeared and demanded we surrender the gem. Naturally, we objected to his arrogant imposition, but he simply sneered at our refusal. The next moment, the world exploded into flame. Though a haze of agony, I saw him snatch up the crystal from his smoldering body and stride off towards the singing stars. The bastard slaughtered my friends. There was no warning, no negotiation. If the gods grant you the chance to exact vengeance, then I pray you show him the same mercy he afforded us. Another soul crystal, yes. It makes sense that he would shift his attention to a more easily obtainable gem. After all your progress, you would have now make the most formidable opponent. I must apologize for not sharing my theory early. I suspected that Tristan might desire the soul crystal you carry, but did not wish to draw any premature conclusions without sufficient evidence. I am at a loss, however, to explain why he seeks to collect more of these Allagan relics. We shall just have to ask the villain himself after we corner him in the singing shards. Let us be on our way. I believe the singing shards is around in here somewhere. Yeah, it's above. Oh, I see it on the map now. It was kind of hard to see for a minute there. Oops. Because it had this blending in with the other like tanny gold colors on the map. I was like, I know it's on this map. I think Singing Shards is on this map. Where the heck is it? It's there, but why I generally fly paces these days. I'm so happy when I finally have the flying unlocked in all these spaces. Oh, snap. Nope, nope. I need to heal before I... Where is he? Yes. I have brought you the soul crystals as promised. Yes, these appear to be authentic Allegan artifacts. Very well, I shall honor our bargain. From within these gems, I will draw forth the memories of the ancient summoners, and the slumbering essence of an elder primal. All the attendant knowledge and power shall be yours. Oh God, the pain. It's okay. Appreciate when you pop by, but always take care of yourself first. First and foremost, always take care of yourself first. And I hope you're in a little bit of a better place. Actually, I hope you're in a big better place, but I hope if you are not, that you will feel better soon. I'm not good at this. I'm sorry. But that's okay. Take care of yourself first. You and yours are always. I say this to I say this to anybody: is you take care of yourself first. I do appreciate when you are here. I always do. But always take care of yourself and your mental well-being and your physical well-being. Always take care of that first. But I always do appreciate. So don't ever apologize for missing streams. There is no reason to. Because I understand. It's okay. And I hope you are feeling better. The bumbling summoner and her incompetent lackey make an appearance at last. You think to capture me, fools. I have orchestrated your every move. You have grown much in the art, it is true, but through the wisdom of the Paragons, I now command the power of an elder primal. You made a deal with the Paragons? And you call us fools. The Asians will never relinquish their hold on you. A small price to pay if you could feel the strength that fills my entire being. It's indescribable. I will use this power to annihilate the beast tribes and put an end to their insufferable rituals once and for all. The primals will raise no more. Hear me, demon king of devouring flame. Feed my ever-burning anguish and be reborn. The culmination of my sacred duty is at hand. But first, there is one more soul crystal that must be mine. I will tolerate its wasted potential no longer. He's already out. Okay. Oh, lordy. God, those. I know better than to be in those. Get out of that. Yeah, no. You're nothing but an idiot, Tristan. The Asians are not our friends. Ooh, it's complete! Oh, thank God. I thought if I had played it any longer, I was gonna get hurt. By all the memories of Summoner's past, I should have been unstoppable. I will sear the disease of beastmen from the face of the land. Depraved of worshippers, the primal that tempered my weak-willed sibling will wither into oblivion. I see. So, I see my order's records were accurate. Though it was buried deep in the archives, I but recently uncovered a report that described how you slew your own brother. He was corrupted during your ill-fated encounter with Ifrit. Was he not? I imagine your superiors in the immortal flames that had a mercy to conceal that inglorious detail. Once the soft-hearted fool had been tempered, there was no saving him, and thus I took it upon myself to expunge the state of embarrassment. But my work is left undone. The primal, no, all primals must suffer for that insult. After I killed my brother, I found myself liberated, my vision clear. No deed was too vile if it promised to add the power I required. Lordy. How can you not see? I am the sword of vengeance, and I shall wrest that soul crystal from your blasted corpse. That poor boy. But also, like, went down such the wrong side. tragic story. Especially knowing what I know for the future. In the future, it's devastating. I wonder which struck the first blow to his sanity, the despair of his brother's tempering, or the guilt from slaying his own kin. It is ironic to think that, discounting the means, our purposes were fundamentally one and the same. A summoner employs the savagery of the primals to conquer the primals themselves. Had Tristan approached us as an ally, we might have found ourselves aiding his cause. Alas, he chose to walk the path of bloodshed. Each vicious act must have pushed the man deeper into madness, until eventually the lust for power and vengeance was all that drove him. The might of the primals carries with it a burden of responsibility and a measure of danger. I hope never to see you corrupted by the potent energies you wield. It is time we return to Apkalu Falls. The Dark Summoner is no more. The Steez wants to come, but the Steez is not coming. That is unfortunate. Ooh. I am really not liking this time of year. And the allergies it is making me be... I have to... Ah! Oops, wrong thing. I do not like it, Sam. I do not like green eggs and ham. Oh, how I would love to declare our troubles at an end. But I fear the Ascian with whom Tristan made his bargain is yet afoot. These so-called paragons prey upon men and women who are at their weakest, speaking honeyed words to lead them down the road of destruction. In this manner, they seek to plunge the realm of Eorzea into chaos. It is reassuring to know that heroes like you exist to foil their never-ending schemes and foul plots. An outright war against the Ascians looms closer day by day. Thus would I have you armor yourself with the last piece of the Evoker's attire. Nice. It was discovered at the same dig site whence Tristan seized the soul crystal, and the St. Conish find researchers grateful for your actions in bringing the murderous summoner to justice, insisted that you complete your set. One can never be over-prepared when heading into battle against a paragon. Wear it proudly. Speaking of preparations, were you aware of the deeper layer of power hidden within your avatars? A technique exists that allows you to tap into the full potential of your Edgy. You must have seen Tristan employ this ability. During the final battle with the Dark Summoner, you would have heard a whisper emanating from the soul crystal. Still your mind now, and you will hear the voices of the ancient summoners instructing you in their greatest achievements. The true power of the Edgy will be yours. Cool. Kinetic battle awaits ancient memories within you. This concludes the summoner quests for Final Fantasy: A Realm Reborn. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following. You must have completed the scenario quest before the dawn. Once you have done so, okay. Yep. Nope. Soul Summoner. Summoner is at its... I think we're getting close on A Realm Reborn too, so... It's part of why I was, like, pushing through these last... I'm like, I knew I'm pretty close. Oh, this is the entire set that I'm not wearing. Oh, I probably should have waited to open up that's fine. These are most of these. Oh, I didn't realize there's like little wings on the back. That is like friggin' cute. I think it's supposed to be like a Pegasus or something. Let's see. Inventory real fast. Ooh. Wow. That's even prettier than it was before. Oh, I like that coat. I never realized how much I liked that coat. It's got the cute little wings and it works really well with the horn itself. I don't know if I've got, yeah, I don't currently have any of those. Alright, we are now, you know what, let's actually first, before we head into the main quest, let's go see if there's another, like the other quest with, that lady with the Arcanists Guild. See if there's a quest over there. I do know that eventually there should be a quest over here to change my little guy. There it is. Edgy by any other name. Basically, I can change the look of my little carbuncle here. I believe on my main account, I actually changed it to the color red. And I'm not sure what color, because it's only the blue, yellow, or red. Or I could do it of the other ones with an experiment. Alright, well, if it isn't Ellie, precisely the woman I wish to see. You will recall Demetra of the Sons of the St. Conch, while she recently finished compiling her research into summoning, was kind enough to send a copy of it to our guild. I was pleased to note that you were listed as a collaborator. I must say it is quite a fascinating read, especially the section covering those essence of primal called Edgy. You were able to manifest beings, yes? Wonderful. In which case, I should like your assistance with the experiment. If you are willing, pray join me in the practice area. I will reveal the details there. Okay, practice area is below. Not hard to find. My apologies for the wait. To begin with, might I ask you to call forth an Ejai? I should very much like to see one with my own eyes. Mayhap the Ifrit would be suitable. I understand that it was the first being to be summoned. Yes, a most impressive being indeed, created according to Miamitra in the image of an entity with one most closely associated with fire, Ifrit. It is my hypothesis that the same fundamental principle could be employed to alter the form of an Edgy by calling to mind another image. Pray summon the Ifrit Edgy again, but this time focus your consciousness upon a carbuncle. It shouldn't be difficult, given the bond you share. Brilliant. My theory holds. Whilst it takes the form of a carbuncle, there is no mistaking its ethereal composition. I should not imagine that the abilities it wields have changed. For all intents and purposes, it is still an Ifrit. But now we know that there is no limit to an Edgy's appearance. Well, I must be returning to my post. Let us continue this upstairs. Like we are in ads. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this quest. Here it shouldn't take too long and go ahead and get my little guy changed. Ellie, you have my thanks for indulging me. This experiment has unearthed a new world of possibility for arcane entities. I hope you will find use for the discovery. An Edgy's outward appearance can now be altered by using pet glamour / pet glamour. For example, if you want your Garuda to appear as if a Ruby, use the text Pet Glamour Garuda Ruby Carbuncle. It's the phone. I'm going to need this information because we are glamoring everybody. For details, enter... Okay, details, that's good to know. Details! Do. Ifrit. What? Okay. Okay. Pet Glitter. Ifrit. Okay. Did I spell it wrong? Carbuncle. I did not. Okay. Hmm. What? Ifrit. Good. Okay. We've got Ifrit now. I want Garuda as an emerald. An emerald carbuncle. Excuse me. Garuda, perfect. Excuse me. Excuse me, stop it. I like the car looks, the carbuncles, okay? Once this is done, though... Okay. I have one last one to do here. Not gonna lie, Ruby Carbuncle is my favorite. Excuse me. Carbuncle as Ruby Carbuncle. Time Carbuncle will appear. Okay, cool. Look at that. Look at that. That makes me excited. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is... yes. Red is still my favorite color. Even though, like, red is not anywhere prominently at all on this design specifically. Red is still my favorite color. And Ruby Carbuncle is my favorite of the carbuncles. Look how cute it is. Okay. Now we can go to the main game again. Oh, we need to inventory. It's got so much going on. Okay, we're going to Vesper Bay though, so I'm gonna use a ticket rather than spending gil. Might as well just get everything fixed. I don't remember what he's got over there for me, but we're looking at main story. So we're going over to the Waking Sands. Waking Sands? Waking Sands. We're going to the Waking Sands. Go to the solar. Yes. Open up. Go inside. We're gonna chat with... No. As much as I like Tataria, we're not chatting with Tataria today. We're chatting chatting with Midphilia. Because I think we're hitting to the end of a realm reborn. All present? Then let us begin. We have received the details of the impending operation. In what promises to be the largest single counteroffensive in the realm's troubled history, the Alliance will strike at every Imperial stronghold standing upon Eorzean soil. As might be expected, the operation will be complex, but you need not commit its intricacies to memory. It is enough that each man understands his part and plays it to the best of his ability. The finer instructions you will receive at each staging point. To begin, let us review the distribution of our forces. From west to east, the Maelstrom of Limsa Lominsa, the Imperial Flames of Ul'dah, and the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania. Next, let us examine the locations of the Imperial strongholds. Near Limsa, we have... Oh, lordy. We have Castrum Occidens, situated in eastern Vilrend, and Castrum Marnum, which lies to the south and east in the midst of the Rotano Sea. Near Ul'dah, we have Castrum Meridium, to the north, and the coastal outpost of Cape Westwind, which connects Castrum Marinum to the mainland by means of Magitech transporters. Near Gridania, we have Castrum Oriens, which lies upon the eastern edge of Twelveswood. Oh boy. And finally, in Mordona stands Castrum Sentry, a thorn in the heart of Eorzea. The forthcoming operation will see Allied forces assault each of the aforementioned locations, with the ultimate objective of destroying the Empire's new weapon, housed within Castrum Meridium. As one might expect of the Black Wolf's seat of power, Castrum Meridium boasts all but impenetrable defenses. If we are to breach it, we must needs isolate it from its sister strongholds. To do otherwise would risk being caught twixt hammer and an anvil. The operation will comprise 4 distinct phases, all told. The first shall see us eliminate one of the Black Wolf's most trusted lieutenants, Rattan of Arvina. According to our intelligence, the Prefectus is due to visit the Imperial outpost of Cape Westwind for an inspection. When he arrives, we shall dispatch an elite adventurer unit to eliminate him. Ellie, we would have you lead this assault. Oh, okay. Rattan is a peerless field tactician. Short of his leadership, the garrison at Castrum Occidens will be a snake without its head. Phase 2 will see us sever Castrum Meridium's primary line of supply. As soon as Rattan's presence is confirmed at the coastal outpost, the Maelstrom will lay siege to Castrum Occidens. At that very hour, the Lominsan Armada, helmed by the Admiral herself, shall move to the blockade Castrum Marnum. Meanwhile, in the Twelveswood, the Order of the Twin Adder will surround Castrum Orleans. And they'll have the Sylphs to help them. Frixio's been waiting for a chance to avenge these ones. using the way the Sylphs talk, that's cute. Phase 3 shall see us neutralize Castrum Meridium's defenses. Forming our main thrust, the Imperial Fames will march against the stronghold with all their strength. While the enemy's eyes are thus drawn outwards, another elite adventurer unit shall infiltrate the Castrium. Its mission to disable the Magitech field generator, which protects the Praetorium, a fortress within a fortress wherein the ultimate weapon is believed to be housed. Ellie, we would have you take command once more. Okay. Sure. Meanwhile, the Order of the Twin Adder will blockade the railway which connects Sentry and Meridium, preventing the timely arrival of reinforcements from Mordona. A wise precaution, the monstrous locomotive which runs back and forth between the two castra is capacious enough to transport a small army, by all accounts. It is well that Garleans did not think to give it wings. Once Meridium's defenses have been compromised, the operation will enter its fourth and final phase. This will see the immortal flames enter the stronghold and suppress the remnants of the enemy garrison, allowing Ellie's unit to pass unopposed into the Praetorium, where they will locate and destroy the ultimate weapon. Bum, bum, ba, bum. By this feat shall the operation be deemed a success. I'm getting some water. My throat is dry from all that talking, and there's still talking to go. I'm a little nervous, though, having water on the desk anymore, because the other day, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. I had one that was open, little open, because I had been drinking it previously, and I had, like, I just barely grazed it with my arm, knocked it down, and did get, like, the corner of my keyboard, my mouse, and, I guess my USB hub that I have at the desk, which I had just purchased recently. Like, I just set this up. Nothing's broken, everything is fine, but I freaked out. It was interesting. Woo, but yeah. So I'm a little nervous having water around the desk anymore, but for long sitting periods I need to have water. And this is where I spend most of my day, if not, like, working. Is at my desk. In addition to the grand companies, we can count upon the support of a variety of other parties, from the pirates of Limsa Lominsa to the monetarists of Ul'dah. In all, the operation will involve no fewer than 12 major factions. Legend holds that the Archons were 12 in 1 and 1 in 12. It is for this reason that our grand endeavor has been dubbed Operation Archon. Countless free companies have also pledged their swords, and more join us by the day. At long last, all of Eorzea is rising as one. As before, we Scions shall work in concert with the grand companies. Ida, Papolimo, Yustola, pray accompany your respective organizations in their missions. Urianger, I would have you represent us in Ul'dah. Reassure the financiers that they have made a sound investment. When that is done, pray return here and aid the coordination of our forces. Tataru, please assist Urianger in any way you are able, and ensure that everyone is kept abreast of the latest developments. Tataru has some of the best character development in the series. It's so sad we don't see more of her. Minfilia, Sid, and I shall accompany the main host in an advisory capacity. It will be our task to analyze intelligence as it comes to our position, and make the necessary recommendations to command. As Alphido mentioned, you are to lead the elite unit of adventurers whose task it is to see each of the Operation Archon's main objectives fulfilled. Yours is the most important role of all, and like to be the most dangerous. Pray choose your party well, and stint not in your preparations. The battle for the future of the realm is about to begin. Together, let us show the Black Wolf the power of a united Eorzea. Pray report to the Immortal Flames encampment situated to the north of here, when you are ready to be briefed on your first mission. Woo! I cannot stress this enough, but please be careful. May you walk in the light of the crystal. I'm so cute. Bum, bum. The outfit, maybe, I don't know. The horn, I don't know if it does it for me, but I like the little coat. It makes me feel like a mage. Like a warrior mage of some kind. I don't know. The little horn though, I'm like, I don't know. It's cool, but it doesn't go with the... We'll get there. We'll get there. No worries. You are welcome, Ellie Moon of the Scions. As communications officer, it falls to me to issue your orders and provide guidance to the forthcoming missions. Your first mission is to infiltrate the Imperial outpost at Cape Westwind and eliminate Prefectus Ridigon, says Arvina. All participating units are now in position and awaiting your arrival. Please proceed to the staging area and report to Lieutenant Adelbart. This is but the first step in our bid to purge the realm of the Garlean menace. I shall pray for your success. Ow. Something's up. Where is that? It's up there. I was right to go up. Oh. And this dude. Okay. This dude. So you're Ellie Moon, the fearless leader of the Elite Adventurers unit. We've been expecting you. Our Maelstrom friends report that Ridigan Sals Arvina departed Castrium Occidens a bell ago. And sure enough, a convoy of Imperial airships landed here just now. The likelihood is high that our target was aboard one of the vessels. I've dispatched scouts to verify his presence before we strike. Command to all units, requesting status report. This is Antillean 1. Target has not been sighted. This is Antillean 2. Likewise, target has not been sighted. Antillean 3 here. We've got nothing for ye neither. This is Antillean 4. Nothing to report as of... Wait. Disregard previous message. Target sighted. I say again, target sighted. Understood. Hold your position. Alright. Attention all units. This is Lieutenant Aldbert Cotter. I don't think this is who I think it is, actually. Never mind. He just looks similar. The first step of Operation Archon begins with us. Should we falter here, all hope of victory will be lost. 'Tis no small burden, but know that I believe in all of you, so believe in yourselves, and together we shall blaze a path for our brothers and sisters of the Alliance to follow. We will create multiple diversions and disperse the enemy garrison. That should give you a chance to breach their defenses. Go now, and bring us Ridigan's head. May Ralgar grant you strength. Alright. Commence diversionary maneuvers. Divisionary maneuvers. Words are hard. Sorry. Words are hard. Oh, that was the wrong direction. That is such the wrong direction. Where am I going? Ouch, don't coming for me. I don't want to be attacked. Go away. No! Fine. You want to attack me? So be it. Supposed to be Emerald Carbuncle. Okay. I don't know. We'll guess. We'll see. It would appear we have unexpected guests. Now, where have I seen you before? Ah, but of course, the woman who felt the mighty Titan. This is the Icon Slayer? I see. The commotion without is not but a diversion. Allow me to hazard a guess. By eliminating me, you hope to undermine the garrison of Occidents. A bold strategy to be sure, but have you the strength to see it to fruition? Leave us, none of you are a match for her. Send word to Castream Occidents. Tell them that Luminsons are coming. At once, my lord. "15 years have come and gone since Lord Van Belsar first set foot in Eorzea, yet his ambition for the realm burns as strong as it ever did. Know you what fuels it, adventurer? The desire to deliver the people from their suffering. The lands he has conquered were all beset with problems: poverty, starvation, lawlessness, and strife. My homeland was no exception. Had my lord not reached out and claimed it for the Empire, it would eventually have destroyed itself. But under his sage leadership, my people enjoyed such peace and stability as we have never known, and he only deserves the self-same for the people of this realm. Under his rule, Eorzea would be free from the shackles which bind it, the shackles of false faith. There would be no feeble leaders to misguide the masses, no icons to bleed the realm dry. True peace would reign, and the people would be free to live their lives without fear of persecution or oppression. Should you doubt the truth of my words, I bid you look upon me. I am no son of Garlemald, yet Lord Van Belsar saw fit to raise me to a station of great honor." You can't see under that mask, dude. "He measures a man not by his birth, but by his worth. Such is a sense of justice. By the grace of his excellency, I am where I was born to be, upon the field of battle. He has given me a noble cause to fight for, and worthy adversaries to smite. Alright. I am not wont to bear my steel needlessly, but if you are deaf to reason..." Yeah, cool. "In the name of Lord Van Belsar, I, Bridigan Sas Arvina, do swear to strike you down." Ah. will suffer none to oppose Lord von Belsar. I know enough not to stand in those. Doesn't look like Emerald Carbuncle to me. Oops. Not what I wanted to do, but that's okay. Ouch. No one's Topaz. I have to double check on the Carbuncle. Might be. Bum, bum, bum. I like the fact that they look like carbuncles. Ow. I missed. Ow. Ugh. Okay. Did that end the duty? Will this aid you, my lord? No, guess not. Okay. Conviction, courage will not be not for this, I swear. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. You know, I've never done this particular, this, I think, what is it? Whatever this is. Because this actually used to be a dungeon that I had fight with other people. Ouch. Dang it! Duty. This didn't used to be a duty. This used to be an actual, like, dungeon fight with other players. Back when I started, and I had gone through this the first time. Which is interesting, because I've never done this. This is part of why I'm struggling. Granted, some of the other duties I have struggled because I haven't played in so long, but this one is a brand new duty for me. I am going to do very easy, because that was not easy to get to that first point, and then I died. So that was more challenging than I was expecting. Are they? I don't think they are. There's no shame in playing any of these easy mode, to be honest. Alright, come over here so I can get you. Be mindful of his attack patterns at this point. Operations happening. There. Ha 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 ha! I made it this time. There. Okay. Woo! Woo! Oh, okay. And yeah, that was still a challenge even on the very easy. You are stronger than I had expected. But you have my honor. I cannot. I will not heed. But I have my honor. I cannot. I will not yield. Oh, lordy. You're really gonna make me fight some more? You little bastard. Oh, man. Forgive me, I have failed you. Lord Van Belsar! Yep, and that's how he goes. Boom! He doesn't really actually go boom, but, you know. That light. The Magitech transporter. Ellie, are you there? What news of Riddigan? Fallen? With this deed, you have sown the seeds of our ultimate victory. The fading of that light presages to an end of the Empire's tyranny. Riddigan says Alvina is no more. Let the next phase of our Operation Archon commence. Hurrah! Tis I. It seems you've done it again. I'd raise a tankard to you, but I'm afraid we've got no time to savor the victory. There's still the small matter of infiltrating Castor Meridium and destroying the Ultima weapon. I know. No rest for the preternaturally gifted. Preternaturally gifted. Now stop feeling sorry for yourself and make your way back to the Immortal Flames encampment. The communications officer will issue your orders. I'll be waiting for you with the main host. Oh. Look, Heidelin, your minion comes, bringing the light. Alas, the gate to the void already stands open. Soon darkness shall consume all, and you shall bow down before the one true God. Ha 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 ha. Laha bread. You son of a gun. The Prefectus slain? Regrettably so, my lord, and at the hand of the Icon Slayer, if the centurion who survived the attack is to be believed. Ridigan. Where were his men when he faced the enemy? Fleeing, even as their commanded yielded up his last breath? If it should prove they questioned his right, I cannot speak for them, my lord. Beg pardons, my lord, but there is more. The Maelstrom has laid siege to Castrum Occidens. Likewise, the Crimson Fleet moves to blockade Castrum Marinum. So this is their answer. Very well. We shall crush them as we crushed the Icons. Go forth and show them the futility of their resistance. Yes, my lord. Okay. Scion Moon, your deeds this day are an inspiration to us all. With the death of the Prefectus, Operation Archon has entered its second phase. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom moves to blockade Castrum Occidens and Castrum Marinum. And far to the east, in the Black Shroud, the Order of the Twin Adder advances upon Castrum Orines. Already, you have done so much to advance our cause, performing such feats as are worthy of song. If our plan is to succeed, more is required of you. Let me know when your preparations are in order, and I shall relay to you the particulars of your next mission. Okay. Apparently. Oh, that's kind of cute, actually. But let's go check and see. That is still the better option for me, though. Okay. My preparations are in order. Phase 2 of the operation is presently in motion. Our brothers and sisters of the Maelstrom are holding their own against Garlean forces upon Villebrand and the Rotaro Sea ere long. The third phase will begin, and you must take to the field once more. The immortal flames shall strike at Castrum Meridium by way of a diversionary maneuver. While the Garleans are thus locked in battle, you are to infiltrate the strongest and bring down the magitek field that surrounds the Praetorium. The staging point for the mission lies in the shadow of Castrum Meridiums in the northern Thanalin, and that is where you must go. On your way there, however, I would ask that you make a brief stop at Camp Blue Frog, one of our key outposts in the area. The garrison, I am told, is in low spirits, and would do our troops well to see the hero of Cape Westwind appear before them. For the good of our cause, please stoke the fire in their hearts. Okay. I am unattuned. Okay, where am I located? It's worth the gill, I think. And then I just need to go up. It's a way to make sure I have everything. Go unlock the Chocobo Keep as well. Okay. Well, there are things we must do to start this. Let's go chat with this guy. Ah, Private Moon. Yours is the most welcome present here at Camp Blue Frog. Logistically speaking, we are ready to march on Castrum Meridium at a moment's notice. Alas, while our troops are here in body, their minds are anywhere but. The garrison's mood is dark, so daunting is the prospect of joining what may prove to be the bloodiest battle in history. But with a hero such as you walking among them, we may yet rekindle the dwindling embers within our souls. I need to make sure that the weapon inventory level 49. It is probably better than the current weapon I've got too. Because yeah, I've got a level 45 weapon. Private Moon. I mentioned that I was hoping you might raise the flagging spirits of the men and women in our garrison. Worry not. It is no unnecessary laborious task that we seek of you. The mere presence of a hero, such as you walking in our midst, would no doubt serve to restore in them the measure of morale. And so I ask you this. Make your way to the Cerulean processing plant and report to General Reborn once you have arrived. And Godspeed, Private Moon. Our troops are counting on you. Okay. Reborn. What a song to head to war in. We're still... Oh, cool. There is another... Nice. So we're heading up to the other Ether site, which is good. And it looks like we do have ads in 3 minutes or so, which I think is a good time for me to take a break here right before we go into the Castrum Meridium. And then once we do that, we're going right into the Praetorium. So we've got quite a bit of content ahead of us, so this is probably the best time in which to take that break. Because I need to get up and take a stretch, do all the fun things that I need to do to be prepared for the next leg of this journey. We've got a lot of like dungeons, I guess, to go through. So let me go see what Reborn has to say. wasn't the hero who brought down the Prefectus, it's good to have you with us, friend. As you can see, the mood about the camp here is grim at best. I was hoping that your presence alone might serve to raise spirits some. Unfortunately, it would seem that many are too preoccupied wallowing in fear and self-pity that they have yet to even notice you have arrived. Might I ask you make the rounds and share a few words of encouragement to those men and women whose spirit falters. I had a mind to do so myself, but I'm quite certain it would carry more weight coming from you. Once you have seen to the others, go and do the same for Edelston. No matter what he may claim, the lieutenant would also be better for a bit of rousing. Trust me, I know. Okay. There it is. Okay, Psych is... There it is. We go into emotes. I don't know if I'm going to need the Imperial. There it is. Oops, I didn't mean to add that to favorites. I wanted to add to hotbar. Okay, take it off of remove from favorites. I don't know what I want for my favorites yet, but it doesn't need to be there. Your stirring gesticulation has awakened me to my purpose. Hero or no, I will fight tooth and nail to protect the realm. Alright, Emmett, goodbye. I'll bring you back if I need to. La 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 la. Where are you hiding? There you are. Yarg! I break my fast on garlands. And right now I'm very hungry. Okay, go eat. The garlands are not near as frightening as you. I'd sooner face a vanguard while naked as my name day. Okay. Thought he was a little farther. So pop over to the merchant and menders. By Ralger, without my realizing it, the fire of my resolve had grown dim. But thanks to you, it burns red hot once more. If needs be, I shall lay down my life to secure victory for Eorzea. I don't need any of these. Alright, looks like ads have now started. I think... I hope this doesn't... Okay, this is a good time to take a break, and I will be back momentarily. Ah! There we go. All right. Welcome in, Ren. Welcome in. Congratulations for getting first as well as your 21st book. Ooh, which book is it? Ooh, The City of Ember. I do remember that series being very, very good. I think I only ended up putting the first book on the list. I need to put the rest of the books. I just haven't fully completed the book list yet. But I do remember that book being very, very good. That was an interesting series for sure. But hi, bestie! I think I've read them all, but it's been such a long time since I've read them all that I only really, distinctly remember reading the first one. And that was, during, I was definitely 18 by the time, I was 18, 19, because that's really when I hit my dystopian, phase, and it definitely hit the bill for that hardcore. I was between 17, 18, 19, somewhere there. I really got into Hunger Games, and so Hunger Games really started that fall into the post-apocalyptic type books. But hey, welcome in. Welcome in. How are you doing? I had to wait for each of the original Hunger Games trilogy to come out. I had to wait for each of them to come out. I wish I could have found them within, when they were all had come out. Because, honestly, the fact that there are still Hunger Games books coming out, and while they're not Katniss's books, I want to go back and read them, but I feel like I need to read the original trilogy first. But also, I'm like, this feels a little too real. I don't know if I want to read this right now. But that reminds me, Private Moon, there's still one other matter. Prior to launching our final offensive... That's fair. That's fair. While it has been a while since I read the book, and I didn't read the book in the same time period of watching the first movie, from a perspective of somebody who... From my perspective, the first movie actually did a pretty good job of capturing the feeling of the book, and I feel like it stayed fairly truthful. I know that there are always things that they cut out from the book, and some things didn't quite, make it from the book to the movie, but I feel like it was a fairly faithful adaptation. I actually feel like most of the Hunger Games movies are faithful adaptations of the books. And I was never a Katniss Gale shipper, even from the first minute Gale came on screen. He was an asshole. I don't swear on screen very often, but he was a particular kind of person that I absolutely detested the moment he came in. But yeah, I feel like they're fairly faithful, but I can't really, I don't think I saw the last, because I know Catching Fire, they split into 2 movies, because that was really popular at the time. It's still very popular, is to split one book into multiple movies. I'm like, why don't you just make a show at that point? But, I don't think I saw the last movie. But the other movies that I had seen feel fairly faithful to the adaptation, even with the things they cut out. Dystopians. As much as I love reading dystopian novels, there's a part of me these days that's like, maybe I should just not read dystopians. Alright, prior to launching our first offensive, we will be conducting a series of special training exercises centered on common combat maneuvers and their telltale markers. I thought you might fancy a spot of warming up before we face off against the Garleans. so I've taken the liberty of applying clearance on your behalf. Ooh! I feel like... Do I have any of the Hunger Games movies? I don't know if I've got all the Katniss Hunger Game movies. Yes, we should do that. We should 100% do that. I should probably get the audiobooks and listen to those. I wonder if... I think one of my nieces might be old enough to start getting into that. But yeah, we should definitely do that. I definitely need to reread all the books so I can get into all the new ones. But, definitely the movies. I think I have one of the books. I don't have all of them. I need to, collect more books, it seems. They've always been on my list to collect, though. There was something else. I am spacing words. Did you and your dad watch a good movie tonight? If you want to talk about it. I'm not sure what you guys were watching. I hope it was a good movie, though. Oh, Hall of the Novice has been expanded. I haven't been any of the Hall of the Novice stuff in this playthrough. I think I partially did some of it because it used to be required at some point. Maybe it was required. I don't remember. These solo challenges will teach you... Well, I always say a good movie is worth another watch. So, good movies are always worth a good watch, even if it's the millionth time. I feel like that puts me in a very distinct camp, though. The solo challenges will teach you how to interpret the attack markers seen during combat. You may access them at any time, either by selecting Hall of the Novice from the duty section of the main menu, or by speaking with any of the smiths found in the Adventurers Guilds across Eorzea. Complete these exercises and arm yourself with knowledge required to conquer the many challenges that await you on your journey. I do remember, like, they did, like, force this on us a little bit. I don't remember if they did it with this particular character, but my main character they did. But I only did the required, like, 1 or 2, and I never went back. I just had really good friends that taught me how a lot of these markers meant, and if they couldn't, I figured it out the hard way. So, more than likely, unless it forces us to do those, I'm not doing those. Mainly because I'm honest to God, I have run these dungeons that are coming up so many times. Like, literally, I have done, like, days, particularly when you're doing, like, Moogle tombstones and certain other things, like, running these. These are also really good levelers if you run them a lot. They level your alt classes a lot. So I have run these quite a few times. And I've actually run this as a summoner because I did level up my summoner on my main account as well. So, we're not going to go do the Hall of the Novice. Maybe one day I'll actually finish it. You may have rekindled the flames of courage that burn within our brave men and women's hearts, and for this I thank you. And now the time for battle is nigh. We must march forth with no worries or regrets. General Reborn awaits you at Castrum Meridium. The battle will not be an easy one, but I trust that you are up to the task. Godspeed, Private Moon. Okay. We are about to unlock the Castrum Meridium, and then we'll move on to Praetorium, which, honest to God, are things that I can literally run blind at this point. Granted, I will be a little more paying attention since I'm on stream, but I have run these so many times. It's not funny. This part always gives me the giggles. It feels so mean that we are using food to make him go to our destination. I feel so mean. No, I'm not fighting you right now. Go away. Our hero returns. I trust your visit has done much to lift the spirits of our garrison on the eve of our greatest battle yet. Time is of the essence. Let us commence the briefing at once. Epic moments. Big battle. Oh, hi Alphino. Oh, and Minfilia. Cool, cool, cool. Brothers and sisters of the Alliance, I would share with you glad tidings. Doubtless spurred on by the news of the siege of Castrium Oriens, the Maelstrom has struck a double blow. Castrium Occidens and Castrium Marinum are now under blockade. Phase 2 of Operation Archon is a success! Reports tell us that the Garleans offered fierce resistance, but that the Admiral yielded them not one ilm. With Occidens, Merim, and Oriens thus suppressed, the third phase may begin in earnest. Even as we speak, the Order of the Twin Adder moves to block the railway leading hither from Castrium Sentry, and that can mean but one thing. The hour has come to strike at the heart of the Garlean invasion force, Castrium Meridium, the den of the Black Wolf. My fellow Eorzeans, I am Minfilia, mistress of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. There exist myriad barriers that divide us, those of race and nation, language and creed, to name but a few. Such barriers serve to isolate us from our neighbors, yet they also serve to define who we are. Short of them, there would be little to distinguish one from another. The rich variety of our lives would give way to sterile orthodoxy. These barriers can never truly be broken down, of course, not so long as there is liberty in the world, but they can be transcended. Verily, we do so now in coming together for this grand endeavor, to fight side by side in defense of our shared home. Before me stands the adventurer, Ellie Moon. You all know her as the woman who will lead the unit tasked with destroying the ultimate weapon. We Scions know a different Ellie, however. We know her as a dear friend who has endured untold hardship on our behalf, a true hero who has blazed a path for us to follow. And why do I tell you this? I tell you, friends, because it is time for us to blaze a path for her. Our objective is to wreak such havoc outside the walls of Meridium as to afford Ellie and her comrades the time they need to disable the Magitech field generator within. With the path thus cleared, we may finally turn our minds to the true goal of this operation, the destruction of the ultimate weapon. All troops prepare for battle. Oh, I think I forgot something today. Oh, I think I forgot something today. Do I even have no? Food, please. Restore. We should probably restore the other tab as well. Well, I've got it. Ooh, history. Okay. I forgot my closed captions. I probably needed to have those on. Oh, there we go. Hopefully they turn on. Cool. Okay. My bad. I meant to have those on. I fear I can't accompany you this time. The inevitable task of facilitating communications between our forces have been entrusted to the Ironworks, you see. Know, though, that I will be praying for your safe return. Okay. See ya, Sid. See that you come back to us, my friend. May the crystal bless you and keep you. We will suffer the black wolf to prowl our lands no more. Let us teach the hunter what it is to be hunted. Forward, comrades, for Eorzea! For Eorzea! Go now, and bring us one step closer to the dawn. Woohoo! Let's go! Yep, Castrum Meridium. I think this is one of the few things I cannot do run with a party. Oh, apparently... Oh, I can run with NPCs. That's great. I'm gonna run this with NPCs, because I don't need people. Let's run with NPCs. Let's go. One, it'll be quicker to run through. Like, it'll actually let us in. Like, we don't have to sit and wait. And two, I don't have to worry about other people. Granted, none of these cutscenes I can skip anyway, regardless of how many times people have run through this. So I don't worry too much with these particular ones. But okay. This is Sid. To review, our goal is to activate the Magitech field. If you could create a diversion there, that's to say, wreak lots of havoc. I'll search for the field generators. You know, I don't know if running this with a group of NPCs... I've never run this with a group of NPCs, so we'll see how it fares. Oh, allergies, man. No. Oh, okay. That's what that is. I was like confused. Oh, what that is. It's that. It's that. Okay. Let's get these doggos. Sorry, doggos. I don't like to turn doggos, but unfortunately I have to. I'm sorry, doggos. I know it's not your fault. No, don't attack me. You guys need to not attack me. You have your he has his tank stance on, so you must go for the tank, not the DPS. wondering if I can go through the Praetorium with NPCs or not. We'll have to see. Go get him, Storm Raider. Thank you. Ba, 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 ba. I just feel I'm super like unchatty and like in these like fight scenes. Like I have like paying attention to like things and being like paying attention to my cycles and stuff, but also like there's like not a lot of like story to content to talk about other than like we gotta fight these guys. Okay. Storm Raider, I need you to listen and go get... Crap, no! This is probably why I should have run with an actual party of NPCs. Not NPCs, real people, maybe? Don't come for me. Don't come for me. I'm not a tank. I'm not a tank. Ow. That was not a good place to stand. Better than standard. Second time. Apparently, to crush your enemies, what is that achievement? I don't understand that one. That is an achievement that I don't remember getting. We'll have to see though. Once I smack this Okay, good. He gets removed from the battlefield. I'll take a minute to go check that out. Kind of curious. Sometimes, like what is that for? Ellie, how are you faring? Reaching a dead end, you say. I believe I know where you are. There's a disposal chute nearby. Find it and jump in, and you'll emerge in a different sector. Okay, well, I'm curious what that means. Defeat 1,000 enemies. Oh, okay. Then I'm pretty sure I do have it unlocked in the other playthrough. Alright, let's go. Disposal chute, let's go! It might have been faster if it was real players, but, Ellie, assault crafts are near. Watch out for incoming fire. Okay. So aerial fire. We have to watch out for aerial fire. I don't like that word though. I'll be honest. Okay, let's go. Fighting. Let's go. Next stage here. Fire zone! Get out of the fire zone! You know, I'm not gonna complain too much about the NPCs here because they're all doing their job. That's the important part. That's the important part, that they all do their job. I appreciate that. Maybe not as well as a lot of other people would, but these mechanics are relatively simple. I've seen more complicated ones for sure later game, but like these are relatively simple. Thank goodness. These definitely have more of a pattern to them than the last boss fight we just did. It's just a repetitive cycle. There we go. This direction. There we go. This way? I just came from this way, right? Okay. I'm so confused and turned around half the time. Sometimes I'm just like just will follow the pack, so I don't have to memorize the layout as much. Like, don't get me wrong, I know kind of where we're going, but sometimes I get so confused. Because all these places look so similar. This game a lot. Like, when I played this game lately, I played a lot more solo than I used to, but even when, like, I was first getting into it and I did have other people to play with, I still played this game mostly solo. But a lot of these early dungeons didn't have you had to play them with somebody else to get through them. So it's very interesting that now most of these early dungeons have an option to actually just play solo. And I feel like, as somebody who streams this, like, I don't want to put somebody I don't know. Because what if they just aren't comfortable with that? Also, what if they say something funky in chat? I really don't want that in my stream personally. Like, I will run one if I have to with somebody, but at the same time, I'm like, it just... Like, as a player myself who isn't playing on stream half the time, I'm like, do I want to be on somebody else's stream? Not really. Like, I don't 100% mind it myself, but also I'm like, if they, like, most people don't even, like, say if they're streaming or not, as well. And, like, I don't think that's necessarily necessary either, but I don't know. It's just one of those things. I'm like, if I can, while I'm streaming, I'd rather play with bots than playing with somebody else, because they may be uncomfortable with being on somebody's stream. And or they might say something stupid. Yeah, they might say something stupid that I don't want on my stream either. And granted, I've got kind of the chat covered up for the game, but even then, some of it might still make it through. And I like having access to the chat to see, because it is also something, like, when you are playing with somebody, it is kind of nice to, like, at least say hi. Especially if it's the first time going through a dungeon. Like, there's some common courtesies that people do through this game as well. And trying to multitask a chat while trying to stream, like, 2 different chats, also makes me cringe. And I'm like, yeah, no. No, I don't want the Colossuses. No, take them. Excuse me. Excuse me. My tank is right over, thank you. It's right over there. Excuse me. Yeah. Like, I'll do it when because I've had to do it because sometimes the bots just don't operate correctly and they got stuck in a location on one of the dungeons I did. I think it was the Copper Mines. But if I can, I'm not going to stream with a bunch of random people I don't know. Giant Colossus, you must fall down. Driving all power to cannons. My lord was quite taken with you and the power you possess, the echo. Naturally, I could not help but wonder whom this princess among women might be, only to discover that you are but another adventurer, no better than the multitude. Racist bitch. Yet in spite of this, the masses hold you and your champion and shower honors upon your head. I missed that one. Okay. How is it you could be such a thorn in our side? Wherever you appear, you leave havoc in your wake. You even slow Riddigan, one of our very finest. Well, I will not speculate. Truth be told, I couldn't care less how you have done these things. What matters to me is the fact that you have done them. If you are allowed to continue, you will eventually deprive me of all that I have toiled for, all that is mine by right. My minions, my comrades, even my Lord Gaius. You cannot have him. I don't want him. Stop being jealous. His dreams, his ambitions, his body and soul, they are mine. You hear me? All mine. I lost everything once before. I will not suffer it to happen again. I don't want him. I will kill you, adventure. Only your death can bring me peace. I don't want him. Yeah. Very possessive, this woman. Her story is tragic, though. Alright. But just because it's tragic doesn't mean you can do that. I don't want him. He doesn't want you either, just so we're clear, lady. Well, I take that back somewhat. I think there are instances where they, do things together. And it's, like, not really, like, strictly, like, outwardly mentioned, but hinted at. And that was earlier, I think. But still, lady, I don't want him. Gah. Why are you guys standing so close to the tank breaker, guys? Sometimes the NPCs can be a bit dense, I guess? Is a good way of putting it. Excuse me. This fight used to be so much more, I wouldn't call it harder necessarily, but a lot more infuriating. You guys are all standing by the tank breaker. That seems like a bad idea and counterintuitive. But okay. I can't change you at this point. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. It's fine. It's fine. Do I have limit breaker? Cool. Granted, I was playing by myself. I could use limit breaker. Okay. No, it's happening all over again. Please, I cannot bear it. Don't take him away from me. Dude, I don't want him. Girl. My Lord Gaius. I don't want him. Another poor fool who craved Gaius's affection over all else. May your soul no rest. 'Tis a miracle no harm has come to you, my friend, one for which I will happily give thanks. And thanks to your fine diversionary work, we've succeeded in bringing down the generator tower, and with it the Magitech field. The way to the Praetorium now lies open. The only problem is we cannot reach it on foot. Nay, we'll need to take the Enterprise. I left her at the Cerulean processing plant, so let's regroup there. This is it, Ellie. The final confrontation awaits. Whoop whoop! Ooh, elegant tombstones. Elegant tombstones are relics of a long-lost civilization, which perished several ages past. It is said that they contain the knowledge of the Elegant Empire, and as such are highly sought out by collectors around Eorzea. Rowena and her associates are representatives of one such collector, and have been sent to Revenant's Toll in the heart of Mordona by her employer to seek out adventurers willing to exchange the tombstones they come across on their journeys for weapons and armor. There are a few places to trade these for, but that is probably the current one. Okay. Leaving the duty. Reborn. I knew you wouldn't let us down, soldier. With the Praetorium stripped of its defenses, the way to the ultimate weapon lies open. The time has come for the final phase of Operation Archon. Oh, I don't want any of the earrings. Because since I pre-ordered both Dawn Trail and Endwalker, I have special earrings that I can wear up to level, like, one that's up to 70, one that's up to 80, I believe. So. Ooh! Oh, this is where I get the, Oh. Was there always a Fantasia in this quest? I don't remember. Not that I need one right now, but stockpiling these is not a bad idea. For the final phase of the operation, my flames will storm the Castrium Meridium and suppress what is left of the Imperial garrison. If all goes well, this will allow you to reach the Praetorium unopposed, fit and ready for your encounter with the ultimate weapon. Yours is the most dangerous mission of all, but the best must bear the heaviest burden, and you are the best we have. There's not another soul in this realm that could see this deed done, and Merwib and Kanae are the same mind as me. Though all hangs on your success, you must not let our plight make you desperate. Victory belongs to the bold, not the reckless. Bards are wont to sing the heroes who valued their life at naught next to honor, love, and liberty. But I tell you now, that which men value is not they sell cheap. Risk no more than you must, you hear me? Now, best you are off. We have work to do, the both of us. See your preparations are in order, then report to Sid. He awaits you with the Enterprise at the Cerulean processing plant. May Ralgar grant you your strength. Okay. Oh, a lot of words. And looks like we are going to have more ads here soon. Maybe that may be a good idea to take a break before I hit the next big dungeon, which the Praetorium is a lot bigger than the Castrum Meridium. We shall see. I might just jump right in. Let's see. We shall see. Oh, it's right over here. Hello, Sid. The Enterprise is at your disposal. When you're ready to head to the Praetorium, you need only say the word. If we succeed in destroying the ultimate weapon, it will deal a crippling blow to the Empire's hopes of conquest. After that, the 14th Legion will not dare to move against us, bearing the discovery of further Allegan doomsday devices, that is. Let us be on our way. Gaius and his playthings await. I think this one I might have to... No, I can play it with NPCs too! That is so cool! That is so cool. Okay. I have to finish Reborn before I can get more class quests too. I think let's go chat with a repair guy. There should be one hanging around here somewhere to repair my gear before we head into a big dungeon. He should be... There he is. Merchant and Mender. If I was a crafter class, I could actually repair these so much better than these guys can, but unfortunately that is not something that I have gone into in any of my playthroughs. So, that is not something we will be doing at this time. Huh. I have so much in my inventory. I gotta clear all this out too. I'm not using any of this stuff anymore. To be fair, a lot of this can be used for a lot of other classes, so I, like, hate to get rid of it in some way. But at the same time, I'm like... It's gonna bog up my armory at some point. I need it not to bog up my inventory, though. This I feel like I might use... I don't know, I've got to go through these in a way that, like, I can... Need to clear it out. The jewelry I'll probably keep around because they're much more useful, I think, for things, but I don't know. As you can see, inventory is quite full. Half of these things I'm like, I need to just find... I can't, like, I don't remember. A lot of these things I think I used to, like, sell and stuff. Oh, but I haven't gotten there yet. Okay. Alright, we do look like we'd also have ads coming here in a few minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and take another break. I should be back right after ads. And then we're gonna jump into the Praetorium. So, yeah, let's whoop whoop. But, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break, though, real fast. All right. Needed a quick break. Needed to stretch out. I've got a little bit of a pinched nerve somewhere in my left shoulder. And it's like, it's not affecting me too much. It just sometimes like creates like the sore like butterfly bone shoulder situation. So stretching it out is really, really good. Plus I was checking in on the hubby, so. Alright, let's go. Let us go. Ooh. Like how it's one of each of the things. So here we are, like one of each of the like twin altars, the flames, and the maelstrom. The ultimate weapon will most certainly be housed in the depths of the complex. Alright, Biggs and Wedge, off you go. This is it, my friend. That it is. That it is. We are nearing the end of A Realm Reborn. Nearing. I wouldn't say we're at the end. We are nearing. Be a bittersweet moment to come back to the end of the A Realm Reborn expansion. To be fair, I never thought I'd ever like go back to it to begin with. So it is a very bittersweet thought, I guess. Because like this was the start of my journey originally with Final Fantasy, and then we are here once again. I can always come back. It's not like I can't do that, but it's just that thought of... To be fair, I'm always coming through the Praetorium and all the fun stuff occasionally, but... Let us go! Hi guys! Come on, let's go! got this, guys. We can hold this money down. I know we can. We got this, guys. We got this. We got this. Let's go. Let's see. I'm so glad it's Friday. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so glad. Like, I only worked technically 2 days this week because my family was on vacation. And that's usually who I'm essentially a caretake my sister's kids after school most days, but they were gone for most this week, so it's only been the 2 days. But still, I am so glad it's Friday. Like, part of me wants to make more bagels, but I've already made a batch this week, and literally I still have lots of them. And I still have one from my, like, last batch as well, so it's like, no, you shouldn't make any more bagels. Any other baked good would probably be fine. Maybe don't make it baked good. I don't know. I'm gonna make something with that chicken. I hope that chicken's still good. Gaius! Ah, Sid, my boy, you are late. No, we're not. There's something I always meant to tell you, yet the time never seemed right. It concerns your father. What of him? In the winter of his years, Midas came to abhor his part in Meteor. He told me that he wanted nothing more than to wash his hands of the whole sordid business. But he did not wash his hands of it. He helmed the project until the day it killed him. Come now, Sid, you must know that he did not have the luxury of choice. By the time he realized his error, it was too late. Meteor had him completely in its thrall. Shortly before his transformation, mayhap sensing that something was amiss, your father confided in me all the regrets of his life. Most of them concerned you. Earlier on in your career, he realized that while you had a talent for devising armaments, it would never fulfill you. Long before you knew your own mind, he saw that you would be far happier using your knowledge for peaceful purposes, and the thought touched him. He was a changed man for it, though he would not let it show. There we go. You ripped open walls of this place just so you could say this to me? What is it you want, Gaius? I want you at my side, Sid. Take up your father's mantle and become the Emperor's lead engineer. It is your destiny. No, it's not. My father had a change of heart. You said so yourself. Besides, I have long known my destiny, and I assure you it lies not with the Empire. Pity. And what of you, adventurer? Will you not consider making common cause with me? With your powers joined in mine, we might do so much for this realm. Together, we could bring an order to Eorzea and usher in lasting peace. Nope. No, and I can expect no better answer than this. So be it. It is your strength that made me proffer my hand in friendship, and it is your strength that makes me proffer now my blade. Save it as an ally. You are too dangerous to let to remain. Whew. There's almost not a time I feel like to read those out loud, but I digress. This big bastard. Well, He's easily taken down, guys. Let's go! We got this! Woo hoo hoo! Run, Sid, or stay. It makes no matter. You cannot escape the past. Gaius, wait! Damn it! Alright, Sid. You wait, we'll fight this. You don't fight much, so we got this. You look like you do a lot of fighting, but you in fact do not do a lot of fighting. You're just muscly from engineer work and lifting heavy machinery. He is toned, but it's not from fighting. It's from hard labor. Oh, we love Sid. Oops. That's okay. Sid is a bean. We love Sid. Oh, he's not my favorite character. He isn't definitely in the top, like, top character list. My favorite has yet to even show up yet. I think early on Sid was one of my early favorites. Stola was also one of my early favorites, and I think she's still in my top favorite section, but she's no longer like one of my favorite favorites, you know? Like I love all the characters for the most part. Like some of them are a little like easier to deal with than others, but I love all the characters. All the main ones anyway. There's like side characters that I love too. But Dynamo, I think, which is Ulda's ruler. She was also one of my early favorites too. I still like her, but I wouldn't consider her a favorite anymore. Not because she isn't good and great. I wish she had more development, to be honest, but because other characters that were really cool just came out after a few, like, in some different expansions and stuff. We get some pretty cool characters. Are you guys not in heavy machinery? That seems counterintuitive, guys. Wait, does that mean only one of us ever needed to be in one of these? In, like, playing with other people? I don't know. But this is pretty counterintuitive. You guys are not making a dent in any of these. Okay. Sure. I guess I'm the only one in the heavy machinery then. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Fascinating. Fascinating. This is still with us. Okay. It's gonna just take a hot second. That bulkhead is composed of a special alloy, extremely tough. Ordinary fire won't leave a mark, I'm afraid. You'll need to divert all power to the Magitech cannon, as I did in Castro and Meridium. The armor's core is like to expire from the strain, but there's no help for it if you want to press on. Baggy. Now listen well. Press the buzzer, engage, artillery, then fire away. Don't mind the warning lights. There's some missing words, but that's because, You are natural at this, all right. The way is clear, but it's just you on your own 2 feet now, so be careful. In the original, she had a name, but like they've changed a lot of the dialogue since, and she no longer had a name, but her name is Maggie. My Maggie. Baby. She will be missed. Oh, Nero von Scurvy. Okay. You have been leaving a fine mess in your wake adventure. Is it just me, or is that like a staple remover on his head? Stapler remover. I don't know. That's what it looks like. Personally. Is someone there? Mm-hmm. Garland, old friend. How it warms the heart to hear your voice again after all these years. Nero, is that you? Yeah, it's Nero. You sound well. It would seem the Savage Land agrees with you. The highest ranking tribunus of the 14th? It was you all this time? Tell me, Garland, how long do you intend to keep all the glory for yourself? Nero, shut it. What? You lost me. You lost me. Don't play the fool with me. Ever since the academy, I have been condemned to live in your shadow. By all objective measure, I was the more talented of the two of us, yet the fact counted for naught besides your privileged birth. You were admired as the young prodigy simply because your father was the great Midas non-Garland. When you defected, I felt sure my star would finally rise. But by disappearing, you acquired the status of a legend, your reputed genius gaining credence merely by dint of your absence. Instead of cursing you for a traitor, the people actually came to think of you more fondly. To this day, you are still the young prodigy of Magitech. I, meanwhile, have been ever made to feel second-rate. I who have continued to serve our nation faithfully, whenever I fail to excel, why is it only to be expected? Yet, when I exceed all reasonable expectations, people proclaim that I walk in the footsteps of the great Sid non-bloody Garland. Nero, I I don't know what to say. I don't like Nero. He is one of the few characters I abhor. It matters not a whit what I achieve. Your existence has rendered mine worthless. Even Lord Van Balsar saw fit to offer you a place at his side, and thus this in spite of your betrayal. Did he extend any such offer to me, the man who has remained loyal to him all these years? Why, no, he did not. Jealous, too. This is jealousy on another front. Jealous. Long have I endured this injustice, but no more. Alright, Stapler Head. Lord Von Belsar is in the midst of activating the fully powered Ultima weapon. It is my magnus opus, the creation that I will win me the recognition I am due. I will not let anyone interfere. Nero, what are you... Bastard. Ever since I first set foot on this benighted land, I have watched your every move you have made, every step you have taken. Creepy! You have felt icons, a feat made possible by the Echo, a particular power which shields you from their corrupting influence. It is of little wonder that my lord has taken an interest in you. As have I, if truth be told. It is my desire to harness your power to use in the Ultima weapon. He's got assless chaps, too. Should I succeed, Lord Van Belsar will surely take notice. Besides this, Garland's achievements will be as child's play. Yeah, I'll fight you. Come, adventure, and yield to me the secrets of your power. Yeah, that's not happening, sir. Nero, I don't like Nero. He is one of my hated characters. There's a couple of them. Like, I love a lot of the characters. I love all the characters. Save. Nero Scurvy. He's Mr. Scurvy. Stapler Head. Yeah, name it. He's got it. It's ridiculous. Oops. Sorry, brain got stuck on a song that came into my head after saying it. Oh. I love when songs get stuck in my head because of things I've said. Hello. Nope, shush. They already got it. Cool. Nice. Alright. Will not suffer to be in another shadow. You attacked the wrong people, Nero. Saying you attacked the wrong group of people. Cool. This changes nothing. Yeah, it does. But sure. Sure. That works, I guess. That works. I guess. Sure. Ah, the ultimate weapon is activated, and it brims with power of the icons. Nothing can withstand its might. Are you alright? Yep, we're good. What of Nero? Fled? Damn it! In the instant prior to the blackout, the instruments detected a massive power surge from the deepest chamber. Gaius is certain to be there. We have no time to waste. Word arrived from the Alliance a short while ago. It seems the Order of the Twin Adder has completed its blockade of Castrum Sentry. What hands they can spare are hastening this way even as we speak, and likewise for the Maelstrom. All that is left is to destroy the Ultima weapon. I should warn you, the chamber which houses the target appears to be saturated with etheric energies. There is bound to be heavy interference. But even if we lose contact, you must go on. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, alright? Let's go! Let's go! Normally, if I'm running with a normal group, I will just run this direction. Because as long as you're here, you'll still end up in. But, I'm the main header here. So, I have to push the buttons. And we're actually getting some voice lines. Thanks, Sid. And there's Gaius. Who do you fight? Do you believe in Eorzea? Sorry, I've got this, like... I've seen it so many times. Unity is forged on falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit. And its faith an instrument of deception. Not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing. So yeah, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely respond in kind, which is strange, is it not? Though otherwise engaged, I was given to understand they were your protectors. Truly believe them, your guardians. Why do you not repeat the trick that served you so well and calm them down? Oh, no different from the beasts, icons, everyone, except but this, and you will see Eorzea's faith is bleeding the land. Unknown to your masters. The question, why are you glued to these false deities? Drives men of to grovel at their feet. Masters like strength. Oh, we're going go. Oh, oh, it was there. We're going. Gold Power Ranger! Go! He goes gold, we go gold. And death. And the power can rightly steer the course of civilization. It is the land of creeping mendacity. Truth will prove its salvation. Defeat shall prove as proof of my readiness to rule. Sure, cool. You think that. You can go and think that. You can think that. Yeah, I'll let you think that. We can let you think that. It's an interesting experience running all of these dungeons with NPCs, because I usually run these with people on the main account, so it's like, it's just an interesting thought here. Like, I keep going back to the idea of, oh my god, I'm running with NPCs, like, I have to take point, right? And like, I do that on purpose, like, we know this, for reasons that I've already stated. But it's just still like the thought of like, huh, I am running with NPCs, and it's still an interesting thought, you know. So. I never noticed that, but okay. Noticing it now. They get skinnier and skinnier platforms every time those things crop up. Guys going? That seems counterintuitive. Oh well. Guys, what are you doing? counterintuitive issues here. I leveled up. This part I haven't done a lot. This cutscene I don't see very often, so this one I was not going to quote because I don't see it as often. To be fair, the next battle we're going into used to be connected to this battle, but they separated them at some point. Which I do appreciate a lot. Because it was a lot to go through the Praetorium originally. And then they turned this next one into more of a trial. Now we're leaving duty. But it will take us directly into, yep, the next set of cutscenes. Well, it's very big, especially since I'm very small. How'd you get up there so fast? What the hell are you doing up there? Yeah. You and me don't see eye to eye, sir, that's for sure. That is for sure. The Porta Decima not available. That used to be it's a part of the Praetorium, but now it is its own thing. Okay. Looks like I can also run it with some NPCs, which is good. Just debating if I am feeling up to going through this tonight, or if we're going to just have to wait until next week. Because I'm not 100% sure if I'm up to this. But again, this is just, well, this goes into a lot of cutscenes and stuff, and then we're gonna hit the ads more than likely. So I think this is actually not the best time to stop stream, but if we keep going, I'm gonna get tired. So I am kind of running out of energy. Let's see here. I want to check something really fast. Let's see, yeah. I think this, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and stream for tonight. Next week we will be moving right into this stuff, right into it next week. Next Fantasy Friday. We are getting ever closer to the end of a realm Reborn. So this is exciting, but I am going to go ahead and call it a night. So this is both the worst and best place to kind of stop it, especially But I'm tired. So it is time for me to call it a night. And I will be here again on Sunday. And I look forward to seeing anybody. So I will see you next time. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.